5, 6, 7, 8. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Action.
Yeah. Oh. Greetings, students. Good morning, and welcome to WKNO. Put the W after the O, and it spells no. I'm Evan Owens.
And I'm Chris Peay.
And today our focus will be on public relations and advertisement in mass media. But first, let's throw it over to our sports correspondent, Nick.
Public relations keeps up the image of a company, organization, or famous person. Though there are definitions of public relations, none of them are universally accepted. This is because public relations is many things: publicity, research, public affairs, media relations, promotion, merchandising, and more. Now for a short history of public relations. This complex field can be broken up into 4 stages. Stage 1. Early public relations. One of the earliest forms of public relations was uncovered by archaeologists in Iraq. They discovered a tablet dating from 1800 BCE that today we would call a public information bulletin. Public relation campaigns also abounded in colonial America and helped create the colonies. In these examples, people or organizations were using communication to inform, to build an image, and to influence public opinion. Stage 2. Propaganda and publicity stage. Newspapers and magazines appeared in the 1830s. This allowed people and organizations to communicate with the public. Stage 3. Early two-way communication. Basically, around this time period, the government wanted to help shape public opinion, so they got engaged in public relations on a scale never seen before, using movies, public speakers, articles in newspapers and magazines, and posters. Stage 4. Advanced two-way communication. Much like Stage 3, the government still wants to shape public opinion by knowing what their clients were thinking. This turned public relations toward integrated two-way communication, employing research, advertising, and promotion. That's a wrap. We're sitting here back in the studio with Chris and Evan. Chris, Evan.
And we're back at WKNO. We sent Evan out to interview a couple of North Carolina A&T students to get their feedback on advertising and public relations.
When did we do that?
That's today, Evan.
Right now? Alright. Thanks, guys. I'm here on the campus of North Carolina A&T University, and I'm going to be interviewing some students about what they think advertising is. Hello, I'm here on the campus of North Carolina A&T University, and I'm here with my good buddy Fred. Fred, how you doing? The interview camera. All right. So I have first question for you, Fred. When you think of ads, what do you think of?
I think about things like books, like TV, billboards, like that sort of stuff.
Okay, gotcha. That's true. Young man, do you know anything about advertisements? Yeah! What comes to mind when you think about advertisements? Yeah! Okay. What do you know about advertisements? What do you know about... I'm legally blind. Ma'am, what are your experiences with advertisements on a day-to-day basis?
Get out my car!
What car?
Broom, broom.
Okay. What's up, little man? How many ads do you think you see in a day?
21.
You guessed it!
Now let's go to some
The public relations industry is responding to the convergence of traditional media with the internet, one which is known as Integrated Marketing Communications, other known as IMC. This combines public relations, marketing, advertising, and promotion functions. The goal of this integration is to provide the client and agency with greater control over communication. The common IMC tactic is to employ viral marketing. This targets specific internet users and relying on them to spread the word through their choice of communication. For example is Wake Up Now.
Wake up now, like I fucks with it.
Wake Up Now provides software solutions for a better life. Wake Up Now's product is a web-based program called The Hub. The Hub is a platform available to all users in which your customers can customize by purchasing additional features in order to get exactly what they want. The hub allows you to find and purchase great deals on everything from groceries to travel, beverages to health and beauty products, eating out to shoes. What the Wake Up Now people do are spread the word. You pay a certain amount of money and you're supposedly guaranteed a certain amount of money. Karmaloop Rep Code or Rep Team creates their own unique rep code and give that code out to as many people as possible. When those people use your code while making a purchase on Karmaloop or any of its other partner websites, they get a discount. Once they get a discount and you receive up to a certain amount of points, you can redeem your points for free clothes. Another example is Cutco. What Cutco does is hire employees to market for them also. These employees do things like market on their Instagrams, they go door to door, or use Facebook or phone calls.
Just think, advertising can now be purchased directly through ad agencies. Public relations now interacts with the public in 7 different ways. These ways are employees, stockholders, communities, media, government, investment community, and customers. Alright, welcome back. We have an update that over 200,000 people working in public relations within 7,000 firms across the U.S. are now billing their customers in 3 different ways. These 3 different ways include monthly fees, hourly rates, and fixed arrangements. Alright, we'll be back more soon.
Now I'm going to be talking about advertising. So, and I don't need subtitles, stop. Okay, so my name is Elizabeth. I'm going to be going over advertising, and the 3 main points I'm going to be touching is advertising agencies, the trends in advertising, and then their audiences. Now we're going to turn to page 240, and we're going to read all the way to page 305. Just kidding, we're not going to do that.
Okay, so we're first going to talk about advertising agency, and they're usually typically divided into departments. First, you have the account management, which is handled by an account executive who keeps communication flowing between the agency team and their client. Then you have the creative department, and by the name of this, you can tell this is where all the ideas are developed, and that's how we create ads. Then you have the market research department, which tests the product effectiveness of the advertisement. And then you have the media department, and this is where you make decisions about when or where the ads are placed. And you can think of it as like a courtroom where decisions are made. There are so many ads around us, and what the agency that's in charge of protecting customers and ensuring a competitive market by enforcing a variety of consumer protection and laws is the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. And the FTC, you can think of it as like a police. They regulate ads and enforce complaints against deceptive ads, and they can issue a cease and desist order, which means that they have to stop the ad being produced, or they can issue a corrective advertising, which means that they have to correct the advertisement that they've put out, and basically they just have to make it better. And sorry. It's just the last part. Let me just go over the last part. The last one would be direct marketing advertising, and in this, the product or service is aimed at likely buyers rather than all consumers. And an example of this would be when you're sitting at home and watching a YouTube video, trying to do your work. You come across some ads that pop up on your screen, and they're usually ads that you were looking at previously.
Okay, now we're gonna go back to the studio.
Thanks, Chris. Public relations is the maintenance of a favorable. Thanks, Chris. Public relations is the maintenance of a favorable public image by a company or other organization or a famous person. The state of the relationship between the public and a company or other organization or a famous person. Though there are different definitions of public relation, none of them are universally accepted. This is because public relation is many things: publicity, research, public affairs, media, relations, promotion, merchandising, and more. Thanks, Chris. Public relations.
Hold up. We gotta do the light.
Oh, my bad.
A little bit dark.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Public relations is a maintain.
For, let's see, like, they use people to market for them, like through Instagram or Twitter.
You ever heard Cutco, I think it is?
Cutco, the website, I mean the knife.
Yeah. Like, are you talking like that?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
For, let's see, like, they use people to market for them, like through Instagram or Twitter.
You ever heard Cutco, I think it is?
Cutco, the website, I mean the knife.
Yeah. Like, are you talking like that?
Yeah.
Press on.
Oh, press and hold. Okay.
Press it down for. Look. The button's right there. What are you pressing?
Press it.
Oh. Listen, I don't own a camera.
Yeah, that was good. You do websites?
Yep. I'm actually making one right now.
What do you use? WordPress?
Actually, the way I write them out, I mean, I can upload them to anything, so it doesn't matter.
Wake up now, like I fucks with it.
5, 6, 7, 8. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.